Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They'll get 3 up to midfield. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's got this down to the 35. Tannehill hooking up with Reynolds for a Titan first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Caught by Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Henry again on second down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man, Ty Johnson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Johnson on the return. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Pass midfield. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
On 1st down, Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Open man is Denzel Mims. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown and for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left, for a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And that's to the former Titan, Corey Davis. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now it's Tannehill. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Johnson to return it. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. Right there, 54, right there.
Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, he finds Moore.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again to Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 57 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Now here's Johnson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Titans. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Returning it, Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He'll let it go deep for Beckham, and this will be caught at the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Tannehill on 3rd down. Gets this to Firkser, the tight end. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Henry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's got a man. It's his fullback. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Henry again on 2nd down. Fights through him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Derrick Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Johnson now returning. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 24, Wilson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
55 is my guy, 55. Too little.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your...
And he works free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, it's Henry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Titans on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. On second down now, it's Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Titans on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 160 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the Jets' 24-yard line.
They'll run with Henry. And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On third down, Henry. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run. It's Henry. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Running from the gun with Henry. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, Henry. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.